it's about time Detroit's getting some positive recognition out there.
Oh, absolutely. You know how hard it is to light a fire of that magnitude? That takes teamwork. You kidding me?
It's been, we started kind of coming and hanging out downtown in, I'm just one grade. Kay, you were 07?
Yeah.
08. Yeah, so I'm just one.
07.
I'm one grade younger than Kay. And we started coming down like junior, senior year of high school and like, yeah, Detroit's back. It wasn't.
That makes one of us. My mom would have killed me if I had gone to downtown Detroit.
We would drive down to the Tigers game and then immediately leave. Like we'd be like, "Oh, the city's so fun. Oh, it's back." But it wasn't until like 2017 that it like kind of started to turn the corner a little bit. So.
And now there's a Little Caesars pizza on every street corner and Verner's sodas for all. What a time to be alive.
Let's go. Give me a
For some reason, the Tigers are good all of a sudden.
Tigers are good. Lions are good. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Whatever it feels. Whatever you feel, you do it. You want to keep him up here, that's fine. If you put him down low, we don't judge either because we have no idea what you're doing off camera.
If you need to give yourself a...
One of the other ones I always use is like if the Lions are doing great, I'll say I need a pillow for my lap. Karina doesn't love that one.
The thing I want to say that, but it would be weird if I said it.
Be a little confusing.
No, it would confirm all my previous suspicions.
There we go.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome to Sweat Socks and All That Sauce with Justin, Kay, and Tom, where no sport is off limits and the debates are debatable. We're going to discuss conspiracy theories in sports today. And we have a newbie joining us this week. This is Tom Whitaker. Welcome to the crew. Tell us a bit about yourself, sir.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, this is fun. Kay and I grew up together, so we went to high school and college together, and have kind of loosely stayed connected over the years. And somehow I've been now duped into this podcast. So we've got a little background in radio. I am on the side a bar trivia host, which is exactly what my dream job was as a child. So yeah, here we go. I'm looking to have some fun and shoot the shit. Can
You're
we swear?
grossly overqualified for this, sir, but welcome to the program.
Yeah.
I like the question of can we swear?
Can we swear?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I want to play by the rules as much as I can here.
We got 2 fighting Chippewas in one podcast.
Yeah, that's it. Fire up chips.
That's be some kind of record. Amazing.
And you got 2 Lions fans versus you, so I don't know how this is all going to break down. We were kind of equal in regards because, past host Todd, may he rest in peace, was a Seattle Seahawks fan. So
you were lopsided.
Yeah, so I was Lions. He was so Justin lives out in Washington State. However, he's from Minnesota, so he's Wait.
Oh, yeah,
but I lost the bet, so that's the only reason I have that. So.
Yeah, J.J. McCarthy looked great.
Do you realize that his passer rating was 37.4, and if he had just walked up and spiked the ball a couple of times, it would have been 37.6.
Oh, God.
All right.
Are you serious?
R.I.P. JJ. Yeah, that's all right. The era of Sam Howell has begun. Y'all don't even know what's coming at you. So
we'll see. We'll see. Yeah.
I mean, all those 1-1 teams out there, they're all pretty equal at this point, I think.
I'm sure Kay was as well, but after week 1 and the Green Bay loss, as a Lions fan, I was in my feelings. So it was nice to kick the teeth in on the Bears. That felt good this week.
Yes, we NFC Northers all have this in common. We all still hate the fucking Bears. And so congratulations to both squads for taking care of business.
If I'm going to root for one other NFC North team, it would be the Vikings.
And likewise with me and the Lions. Congratulations. And I will say that now, obviously, the Lions are very good. Like, your offense is still churning, firing on all cylinders. But let's not kid ourselves. The spirit and will of the Chicago Bears was broken on a Sunday night game when they thought they had it in the bag. And then J.J. McCarthy began what was a meteoric rise, albeit short rise to the top, and ended basically their season. So...
they're already done. I've seen the memes that say Chicago Bears and then just the graphic eliminated. I love it.
Yes. I mean, I love the wrestler Owen Hart. I'm a big fan of Owen Wilson, the actor. And, of course, my other favorite, the Chicago Bears, Owen 2.
That was good. I didn't know where that was going. That was good.
Oh my God.
So we should just change the name of this podcast. Shit on the Bears. We got our title for this episode, Kay.
I am happy to shit on the Bears every single week.
There's a Bears.
I noticed that, like,
but we shit on them on this podcast.
I think we're really narrowing ourselves down in like listenership because we hate the Packers and we hate the Bears. So we've lost both of them. We hate the Cowboys as well.
That's
so
right.
we've lost them. So
But guess what? We don't want them listening to this podcast anyway. Fuck them. We don't need them.
I think everybody hates the Cowboys. Even Cowboy fans hate the Cowboys.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. 100%.
Is that true?
Yeah. They all hate Jerry Jones.
Oh, well, fair.
Letting
However,
Parsons go away? Come on.
And we just hate him even more because they sent him to the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, that did that. I wasn't happy. That's not where I wanted him to go.
However, the rise of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, though, has got like this entire country all of a sudden on board with the Dallas Cowboys and just being like, want them to win the Super Bowl because I watched that documentary about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. It's a disappointing place to live at this time.
I would imagine so. That being said, I still can't believe that. If you're just going by cheerleaders, why would you not go with Minnesota Vikings, Kay? Once again.
I'm sorry. Have you seen the Detroit cheerleaders? They are beautiful.
Oh, yeah? Well, they're kind of sexist over there in Detroit. Why aren't you more, I don't know.
I will give you that, right? I'll give you that. Go Vikings with your how's the male cheerleaders going?
Yeah, you have male cheerleaders. That's fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Again, in the nosebleeds, an ass is an ass. And it doesn't matter to me. They're all pretty toit. So
he does not care. Oh,
That's
God,
fantastic. I mean, we had male cheerleaders at CMU. They weren't quite as
they could have played football.
Cheerleaders. Yeah, no, they were the guys who like threw the girls in the air, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, fair enough. We need those. But I do think that we also need what the Vikings have brought on, which is some male spirit.
Mm-hmm. I was all on board with it week one, but unfortunately when the male cheerleaders were providing their services in our home opener this week, I'm not as up on the situation as I was preseason, shall I say.
But before we get into our conspiracy theories, Justin, can you give us the latest news, please?
Yeah, if you don't have enough Tom Brady in your life, and really who does, you are in luck, people. TB12 is coming back out of retirement to join Rob Gronkowski, Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, and others in a super team. It's actually the Fanatics Flag Football Classic. It's going to take place in Saudi Arabia in March. It'll be Brady's first time chucking the ball, spinning the ball around the yard since retiring 3 years ago. Pete Carroll, Sean Payton, and Kyle Shanahan will coach 3 flag football teams filled with superstars in some kind of round-robin tournament that they're going to play in Saudi Arabia. And this is on the heels of last week when we discovered that WrestleMania 27 is going to be also held in Saudi Arabia. What the fuck?
All the money's there.
I know, but I get it, flag football. You're taking WrestleMania, like the Super Bowl of pro wrestling, one of the most American things there is, and putting it in Saudi Arabia. That's like playing the Super Bowl in fucking Portugal. Fuck that shit. How does your average wrestling fan afford to get to Saudi Arabia and go to WrestleMania? And don't get me started. Unless...
Tom, any thoughts?
I mean, I agree. It reminds me of like the Live Golf and Max Golf, as was spoofed in Happy Gilmore 2. There's just like no business for Saudi Arabia to be now controlling our sports, but this is the world we live in. So,
unless it was Hulk Hogan wrestling a camel, I have no interest at all. And now, keep in mind, if the Iron Sheik makes a surprise appearance, and I don't know if he's alive or not, but if the Iron Sheik shows up and camel clutches an actual camel in the ring, all right. But otherwise, this is absolutely ridiculous. And please, dear God, why do we have to let Tom Brady throw a football again?
Oh my God. Can we bring the oldies back? Can we get like a Peyton Manning? Can we bring him back? How old is he?
Well, the problem with Peyton Manning's thing, after he had all of his discs and vertebrae fused together, I don't even think he can turn his head. I think he would have to shuffle him this way, then shuffle him that way to find the open
More
receiver.
More entertaining.
True.
Put him in wheelchairs. Watch
You know,
him
the funny
go.
thing
See
is,
what happens.
I saw a statistic that it's like 3% of ESPN fantasy sports leagues, Tom Brady has been drafted. Just in case. Just in case.
What? There
throw
have
up.
been some pretty big. Joe Burrow, he's out for months. J.J. McCarthy, out for like 4 weeks. You think that they're not kicking the tires on that idea? Somebody is.
On that, I think they said, do you think Kirk Cousins would go?
Well, he's still playing. I mean, he's the backing
No,
up.
he's not.
He's on the Falcons.
Well, he's backing up, but couldn't he go if they wanted him? Couldn't he not just go?
Go where?
Well, they would
To
have
Cincinnati.
they'd have to do a trade, but
He'd
yeah,
go to
as long
hell.
as it's-
We
as
don't
long as
want
it's
him.
before the trade deadline. Yeah, he could be taken somewhere.
Do you think he would if they were to offer him a trade?
Where? Where would you like him to go?
No, would he go to Cincinnati and take over
Oh,
for Joe
that's
Burrow?
fine. Send him to Cincinnati. That's great. Absolutely. Let the Bungles fucking
think so?
bungle that one, too.
Hey, I like Kirk.
I bet you do. Oh, right. Michigan. Sorry. Is he a Michigander born and raised, or did he just go play football there?
I don't know where he's born and raised. He played at Michigan State.
Yeah, go Spartans.
Me, I'm partial to Michigan, so
Ooh, this is where we differ.
Oh.
This is where we
Yeah.
differ.
Mainly a little divide between the
Yikes.
two.
Good.
good.
This
Okay,
is where
good.
we
I'm glad
differ.
that we do have at least one difference here. Okay, we can't just agree on everything.
We can't agree. No. I'm definitely. However, mine is personal. I dated a guy who went to U of M, and he was absolute scum. And so from that moment forward, I decided Michigan State all the way.
I'm just thinking of how many Big Ten colleges you have like X'd out then, just on that like basis.
I kept it quite low bar, sadly for me.
One last point on the Fanatics Flay Football Classic and Tom Brady interjecting and playing in Saudi Arabia. Methinks there won't be a lot of rules, like cheating will be encouraged, so that's probably why Tom Brady's like, I can still do this. Death, taxes, and Tom Brady cheating, the three absolutes in life.
It's Saudi.
Hey,
It's Saudi.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying. You know.
Not wrong.
Is that your slogan?
Listen, Michigan just won a national championship, and we all know about that scandal. So let's be real.
What was it? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying. You never heard that?
I'm going to put that on something, on a plaque for my son, and I'm going to put it in his room, and
Good.
I'm going to say, this is your new life motto.
This is it. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. That's it. You got to push the limits.
I had a football coach that said once I questioned the skill set he was teaching us, and he said, it's only cheating if you get caught. And I was like, that right there, brilliant. And that's how I live my life.
Oh, dear.
My goodness, yes. Oh, dear is right. Right, let's get back into it. Conspiracy theories. Okay, so one that's kind of boggled my mind and that has flopped into my lap probably just because he obviously used to be a quarterback for the Detroit Lions, Matthew Stafford. Everybody's saying that not everybody, but there's this rumor going around that he is dead and has been replaced by a clone. So the theory stems from vague reports about his back injury and supposed physical changes. So he's got like a darker mustache now. The gray's kind of going away. There's less but that can obviously be changed with hair dye, blah, 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 blah. He's gotten his teeth done, hasn't he? He's done all that stuff. I think that was a while back. Something about his ears, how his ears are lower, something about his nose. There's just this list of things saying that he is dead.
I will say, and Stafford was great for the Lions. He never won anything, but he was great and great for the city. But when we drafted him, he was a remarkably ugly man. Like, if you look at pictures of Matthew Stafford's rookie year, this was a tough looking fella, and
Yeah.
I've always just kind of attributed to just like, well, that's what happens when you get rich. Like, you look better.
You get pretty, right?
You're not
you
ugly.
get your teeth done.
You're not ugly. You're poor. Like that, you know. So I've always just kind of thought of it that way. But this clone idea, I don't know.
Yeah, because
thinking-
typically if you are a quarterback, and you were ugly, you must be a really, really good quarterback, because almost every quarterback is 9 out of 10 times best looking guy on the team. Like, there's a reason you ended up being the quarterback at your like high school and college, yada yada. Part of it was because you're the best looking guy out there.
Well, he is now.
Well, now that he's more machine than man,
yeah. It's a great point. I think it was last month, 2 months ago, I still get Sports Illustrated like it's 2005. Yeah, very weird behavior. But they did a whole fashion issue about Joe Burrow. And it's like, what are we? I don't want this. What are we doing?
Yeah,
but
NFL has turned.
You look at him and you're like, it's a good looking guy.
He is a handsome man. He has his fashion sense is pretty vague, shall we say, and that's coming from a guy who doesn't know like if brown matches with green. So
looks like you work at Menards.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss Menards. Menards is a great place, isn't it?
So as part of the reason that we knew that Matthew Stafford was dead, because he made no appearances in the preseason whatsoever, like he wasn't showing up anywhere, so they were still trying to grow him in the laboratory.
There was stuff like that, how he hadn't been seen for ages, blah, 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 even though his wife posts photos of them all the time. I don't know. It's a very...
Photoshopped so easily.
Fair enough. But for me, it's the glow up. It's how can you have... I get being that rich, but like having that big of a glow up is pretty intense and doesn't seem real. But does all it take is money? Is that all it takes?
I'll never know, but probably.
Yeah. As I host a podcast from my basement.
Which has some of the finest wood panelings, by the way. Clearly, you've got some.
Not bad. 1/4 inch thick. I'm telling you, we are living the dream here.
It's great for sound. Great audio quality in that basement. You can hear it. It's nice.
Oh yeah, it's really ringing down here.
Rich.
And do you know who's Damar Hamlin? Do you know?
Yeah, Damar Hamlin. Yeah, he was the Buffalo Bills defensive back who almost died on the field, and then came back.
So apparently they're saying it's compared to wild rumors like Damar Hamlin allegedly dying after his collapse. So did he die? Did he say that he died?
Well, they went to commercial break, and they may have swapped him out. I mean, they put him, in an ambulance, took him to the hospital, and then he lived. But they may have switched him out with just somebody else. They might have trading places him. You know what I mean? Like it would have been such horrible press for the NFL had he actually died on the field. So he did, but they just found a guy that looked like him and like, you play in the NFL now. And the rest of the league's actually going to take it easy on him, or they are all in on it. Say, like, just don't make this guy look too bad. Like, he can't play.
Every single person.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Right. Okay.
Just a big staff meeting. They're all in a conference room.
They all have microchips in their brains. Where you enter the NFL and now you're in a cult and you get microchip. Another conspiracy theory that we're starting, you guys. We are starting this one.
I like starting a conspiracy theory. That's a great one.
Let's do it. We'll
probably do that under the guise of we will repair what we've done to your brain with CTE by just putting in a microchip to, kind of reboot, restart, and everything will be fine afterwards. Meanwhile, they reprogram them, and anything that they tell them and say is legitimate to them.
This seems so true to me. I just feel I don't see anything faulty in this thought process.
Well, think of that as well, like, your brain, the center, all the neurons firing. Your pain receptors, that's where your brain, they all go to your brain, right? You know that you're hurt because something gets injured, and then it sends signals to your brain to say that hurts. Well, have you seen some of the debilitating hits that, say, an NFL player is subjected to? They limp off the field, play later, they're right back in. Probably just turn on the microchip and say, you're good, next play. You split hairs here? This is obvious.
Microchipping in the NFL.
Just that I didn't get one of those because I could still be playing football. God damn it. Instead of doing this podcast.
Well, you do. And you've got a lot of the players who, like Andrew Luck, who very surprisingly was like, nope, I've made enough money. I'm out of here. No microchip. Yeah,
what happened? What happened to him?
He didn't want the chip.
He was done. He was done. That's even. I kind of thought. I thought we were going to lose. Not lose, but I thought he was going to retire. Travis Kelce. He's marrying a billionaire. What are you doing out there bashing your brains in? You've won the Super Bowl. You're marrying one of the richest women on earth. Just go relax, dude.
And you have a successful podcast.
I wonder what it's like.
You'll never know, Tom. At least not with this ragtag organization.
He did it in his basement, but his basement was all decked out and ready for it.
Have you seen the wood paneling in his basement? It's really nice.
Does he have a neon sign? I mean, come on.
No.
Oh
Trash.
my God. What does that say? Pagel?
Pagel block. So we live on, our street is called Pagel. So we just call the house the Pagel block.
The Pagel block.
Then,
I love it.
So yeah, this is the Pagel block bar. When I first moved in, it was just storage down here, and I saw this vintage 70s basement with a bar already in it. And I said, "Oh, here we go."
That's beautiful.
Your heart's pumping. Right. Sorry, we got sidetracked. It's beautiful.
I need a pillow for my lap.
Right.
Oh my goodness. And then another conspiracy theory. This is one that I started, and I messaged you, Justin, when it was happening. I had taken something that altered my brain to being happier. And I was laying in bed all on my own, eating a popsicle, and I was watching the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders documentary, and I convinced myself that they were all Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders are robots dressed in lady skin. And they're not actually real people. They are just robots.
Fembots, I believe is the term.
The fembots. Nice Austin Powers reference. Was that because of how they behaved, like, off the field in the documentary?
Yes. Yes. There's like, how could you be like this all the time? I don't understand. And then even when they're crying, they're still smiling. I don't understand.
They're not robots, Kay. They're just good women.
You should smile more, beautiful.
Dislike.
Just keep smiling, Kay. It's all right. You're fine.
I'm crying on the inside.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, God. Right. Do you have any conspiracy theories for me?
Well, years ago, I knew that the NBA was rigged because the officials were clearly changing the outcomes of games for some weird reason. Didn't know exactly why. Maybe it's because the NBA wanted these two teams to face off in the NBA Finals, or maybe because, I don't know, they're betting on the games. Turns out that was 100% accurate. As you remember, there was an NBA official who was actually busted for gambling on games in which he was officiating, and he was definitely calling the game so that he would win. And so
2005 NBA Finals. Detroit Pistons versus the San Antonio Spurs, Tim Donaghy. I, as a young man, was devastated at that outcome of that series.
And that was his name, Tim Donaghy, that motherfucker. That's right.
It felt so rigged, even as like a kid watching it. Like, this is not right. And then it came out he was cheating. So I don't know if that's a conspiracy theory or just a fact.
Well, it was a conspiracy theory until it became a fact. And you knew it, and I knew it, and then the rest of the world. Sometimes you just got to listen to those conspiracy theories. Sometimes, you know what? Get off your round planet, join us here on Flat Earth, and fucking get with the times.
I know that we always...
We're going to find the edge one day, I promise.
Yes, it'll be there. We just keep going in a circle. That's why. We're just going in a circle. We can't get there. It's gravity and whatnot. I'm sure there's a reason for it.
To send us out, as always, each week, Justin gives us his wise words of wisdom.
You want to talk about conspiracy theories? Like the world just wants the WNBA to fail, or the WNBA is run by people who just fucking want it to fail. What is wrong with this organization? I'm all for women's sports, women's professional sports, whatever you have to do, because they play a good brand of basketball. Caitlin Clark erupts onto the scene. Ratings go crazy. They don't protect her. She gets hurt. She's out for the year. Okay, whatever. They can't fucking put a chip in her head and fix her so that she can play through the pain. Fine. But they make some more poor decisions. Like, did you know that the WNBA playoffs kicked off on Sunday? Or on week 1, the first Sunday of the NFL fucking season?
No, I did not know.
Who in their right mind starts their playoff run in any sport and tries to go head-to-head with the fucking NFL? It could be a preseason game, and that would be a terrible idea. Here's the WNBA. Oh, this is the biggest games we got. It's the best of the best playing one another. Move to the fucking Ocho because there are 7 other football games we're going to put on, and a red zone, and fucking analysis of those football games, and somewhere over here, there's a basketball game happening. Might I also point out that several weeks ago there was, I don't know if you wanted a controversy, but several of the WNBA arenas, the court was being inundated with dildos. I'll just call it what it is. Instead of like a hat trick where everybody throws their hat on the ice, there's just random people throwing dildos onto the WNBA court. And instead of embracing it and having fun with it and having dildo night, they tried to shame the people doing this and trying to say that this behavior was unacceptable. You know what? Let's have some fun with it. Instead of just shooting the messenger, why don't we get more dildos? Or why not do, like a dildo giveaway? Make like does Detroit have a WNBA team?
No, we're getting one.
Good. Nice. Well, you should get ahead of the curve, Tom, and you should start patenting WNBA, Detroit, whatever they are, dildos for now. You could be selling them at the gate. They could probably sell them like hotcakes. This could be the biggest moneymaker for the WNBA because you can only sell so many Angel Reese and so many Caitlin Clark jerseys. What you need to do is start selling WNBA sex toys. This is going to
fuck the WNBA. No. They're Sweat Socks and all that sauce dildos that we're selling at WNBA games. That is what we're doing.
Here, I'm trying to be progressive and help the females.
I'm going to get in a lot of trouble when a box full of dildos shows up at the house and my girlfriend finds it.
You just say, they're not for me. They're not mine.
They're for the people.
For the WNBA fan.
You guys call that wise words. I love it.
They only get wiser by the week, and we've been doing this for a year, so questionable about how our lives turn out. Thanks for joining Sweat Socks and All That Sauce with Justin K and Tom. You can watch the show on YouTube. Follow us on socials at Sweat Socks Pod. And if you want to chime in, feel free to send us an email, which Doug is, bless him. He messaged Doug, our loyal listener. Doug said, "Where's my episode this week?" And I responded with, "I am dying in bed." And he said, "So?"
That's right. That's the right answer, Doug. Thank you for cracking the whip.
Tell her, Doug. Tell her.
Send us an email at sweatsockpodcast at gmail.com. Until next time, Justin, teach them what we do. Till next time.
Stay sweaty.
You got to stay sweaty, Tom.
I'm a pretty sweaty guy, to be honest with you. So it's gonna work.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Sweat Socks and All That Sauce is hosted by Kay White and Justin Michaels.
Our theme song made by Pat Leonards.
And the album artwork is by Mike Willis.